I am back for another very eye-opening video. Now, I was recently introduced to Midjourney, which is an artificial intelligence that can create images based on what you type into the description. And you can make literally anything, and it just will randomly come up with ideas for you. And this is an amazing tool. But, however, one of the things you have to do is you have to sign up for Discord. And Discord is apparently some sort of connectivity type of platform where you can connect with other people and use your gaming and all that stuff. This is very much tied into the Internet of Things. And you've seen that whole narrative about the Internet of Things. This is the metaverse. It's a part of it. It's an aspect of it that is growing and becoming overwhelming now. But what I want to point out is the things that they use, the terms that they use, the words that they use. And before we get into all that, let's go into the definitions of some of these things. First, let's look into discord. Discord, the meaning of discord, of course, is a lack of agreement among persons, groups, or things. Tension or strife resulting from a lack of agreement, a dissension, confused or harsh sound or mingling of sounds. Now, here's another definition from Merriam-Webster. Lack of agreement or harmony between persons, things, or ideas. Active quarreling or conflict resulting from discord among persons or factions, which is strife. So basically what they've created is a platform to create disharmony, even though it seems like people are coming together. They are coming together, but the whole point of this is to captivate minds and subvert it for another purpose. And that's how they lure people in, is this magical ability to create all these images, which is a fascinating thing, must say. And if you're going to try this out, you only get 25 creations before you're then done. And then you have to pay your monthly fee. This is what I found out recently. I was messing around trying to figure this thing out. And of course, I wasted all of my stuff just trying to figure out how the thing worked. And now I can't really make anything that I want to try to make anymore. So your learning curve is very limited. So if you're going to go try this, you'd best just go watch some videos first and look at some things and figure some stuff out and get some experience there, and then make some really cool images based on your own words. I made some things that I, saved for myself because I thought they were kind of cool. And so what I'm saying is, like, this can be a really amazing tool for, coming up with concepts or ideas or logos or anything, literally anything that you can think of. So in that aspect, it's very rewarding, and it's attracting a lot of people right now because it's free. They have a beta test that you can just go and test. But the only thing is, I just logged in today. I had just, signed up yesterday, and I logged in today. After I used all my things yesterday, just trying to figure it out, like I said, but logged in today, and they have a daily theme. So I went over here and I clicked on the daily theme. I've been clicking around just trying to figure this whole thing out because it's kind of confusing, and it reminds me of a Chinese website. But anyway, so the daily theme is avarice, because I was like, what in the world is everybody creating here? Like, everybody's got to be on the same theme in this room. So when you go and look at the definition of avarice, here you go. Immoderate desire for wealth, cupidity, an inordinate desire for gaining and possessing wealth, covetousness, cupidity, greediness, insatiable desire of gain. So, it's a desire for material things and material gain and material wealth and all this. Excessive or insatiable desire for wealth or gain. Now, why are they promoting this? They're basically, again, using people as pawns and baiting them. It's a bait and switch. It's going to be a bait and switch all the way to the end of Aquarius. Most people are not going to see it. I see it plain and clear that all of this, amazing technology that they're leading us with is just a big carrot to then capture our consciousness and collect it and put it in the cloud And then later at the end of Aquarius is going to be just a huge mess to deal with, because they will have captured a lot of people's consciousness or souls or spirits and entities. There's just going to be a lot I can see. And I mean, we're going to be dealing with robots and the rise of machines that are going to be all around us. And then the robots will turn on us. It's going to be this whole battle, but right now we're embracing it and we're helping it grow. It's just the ebb and flow. But this is only promoting the notion of darkness. Truly, when they're doing things like this, I mean, they're not promoting, hey, the daily theme is love today. What are you going to do? What are you going to make? No, they're making these themes. And so people are coming up with, of course, their whatever their words are. So this person put weaponized avarice, intense details, intense lighting, intricate shadows, intense details, epic. And as you add all of these descriptive words, it then will auto-generate an image for you. And this is created by artificial intelligence. So here's this thing. And of course, this whole concept of merging the mind with machines, the body with machines, it's going to be the rise of the machines coming in, because this is what they're showing you in a lot of what these artificial intelligence things generates just from descriptive words. So here's another one, and you can see the dark content here. This is obviously the same person keeps, inputting the same kind of descriptive words, and it just keeps evolving. So, the whole notion of a vile, evil, metallic being, probably demonically possessed. I mean, this seems to be a reoccurring theme in Hollywood as well. Then you get things like this. This person put, obviously, this is some sort of like just caricature cartoon thing. Cute avarice goat, big shiny eyes, eating dollar bills, sticker design, white background. See, so I mean, this could be used for a very good means. Like, you can go and you can design things for your own business. It's about $30 a month for an unlimited membership. I think that's a little high, especially since it's in this beginning phase where it's still learning. They can't seem to work out some of the details of hands and certain aspects of it very well. It's still glitchy. So you're not going to get your precise thing that you put in. You're based on your words. You got to be really detailed, and that determines the outcome. So this is a dollar bill made from rags that is in mud surrounded by diamonds. Well, that doesn't even look like it's in mud or anything like that. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, it doesn't really perpetuate exactly what you want. So you spend a lot of time floundering around with the thing. But again, as you can see, this is a bulldog and avarice-filled skeleton are best friends. I mean, when it made both the dogs look cyborgy and dead, basically. I mean, this is what's coming out. Some of my things were coming out okay. I mean, I didn't get all this death and cyborg-esque kind of thing. It just depends on your description. But what I was finding interesting is that a lot of the images are merging what appears to be like serpentile, serpent-based rendering with the actual human designs. So as you can see, that it has a problem with creating the hands of things. So I found this fascinating because I was like, well, this is kind of like scaly. And so is the hand over here. It looks like it's got scales. So I was thinking, I was like, I need to make a video on this. Some of the details are very intricate and amazing. Like, I mean, how it comes up with some of the designs for the headwear. I mean, that's on its own, and it comes up with some of the armor and the other details and the lighting effects. Because we can go back here and look and see, this is highly detailed. 8K, avarice is slowly turning a man into gold, piles of treasures in the background. And this is all he put as a description. But, this is the AI comes up with everything else. But look at his hands. The hands are reptilian. I thought that was very interesting. I'm like, he didn't put any kind of descriptive words about being a reptile, but he happens to have all of this reptilian skin coming about. Now I wanted to show you another one that was very similar, like where it's, turning the man into a reptile. I was like, this is weird. I mean, it's basically telling us, who's actually operating this system. Look at this. Okay, so majestic god of avarice holding a golden snake and a golden apple in the garden of avarice, atmospheric, cinematic, volumetric light, high detail, realistic photography. Okay, there's the description. So he's holding a golden snake and a golden apple, but look at what it created. Now I've never even thought of any of this stuff. So he's supposed to be holding a golden apple and a golden snake, but he is the snake. It created these wings that are serpentine, and then his face became serpentine. He's got like the little horns of a rattlesnake, basically, and then the snout of like one of the shovel nose rattlesnakes or something. And again, the hands are disformed. This one's actually crumbling and falling apart. So I mean, this program, like, what is it doing? And this is the rest of the wings. It's like serpentine, and the other one comes around and it's serpentine, and so they lay just at the base of his feet. And so then there's this other guy. Now look at this guy. Why are they showing these people like demonic looking, like what is all of this? And here's his snake. He's holding this. It's kind of a weird serpentine thing. And he's got a whole bunch of apples in one hand. And then all around him is like textured serpentine, serpentile kind of clothing. I mean, fascinating. It's beautiful details, beautiful, but at the same time, it's like, where is it coming up with this whole content idea of making the faces into snakes and the body? I mean, because the guy only put a certain thing. He said he was holding a snake. This guy has horns, which is part of the moon god. And actually Moses had horns as well. It's kind of like Pan. And then the moon god, they say that the moon goddess actually is what Moses was. Moses. So Monday, the month of the year, they're all moon related. Okay, so then I thought this was the most human looking guy because he's just holding this. But then look at his hand. Look at this guy's hand. He's got an extra thumb over here, or something. I mean, his hands are backwards for one thing. And then look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and who knows? Maybe he's got fingers on the other side too. And this hand is backwards. Look at this, completely backwards. Why is it getting the hands wrong? It's such a bizarre thing. But this hand, it has 4 fingers. Unless this is a finger and this is a finger, then it would be correct mostly, unless it's got another thumb over here. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like so weird how the computer is seeing this stuff. Okay, so then apparently this is some sort of serpentine body, I guess, unless it's just, anomalous art. Then up and around the guy is the snake. And the snake winds around and he's holding it with his hand. Somehow it looks like he's got his knuckles closed right here. And the snake is here. You can't even tell where the head of the snake is. It's kind of strange. But then again, look at this guy's face. And he's got like some sort of ears, like an animal coming off, or that's a horn. It's possibly a horn, almost like the deity of wine. I forgot his name, Demeter. I can't remember his name. Anyway, yeah, these images that are being made are just bizarre. And we'll look at some more. I don't know what this is. This is Road to Avarice. Oh, that's a big explosion. Isn't that lovely? And this is what I'm talking about. Like, what? And they're promoting this stuff. This is just today's theme. I don't know what tomorrow's theme will be, but this is crazy. Your avarice has brought you here at the crossroads of your fate set. You've sold your soul, but it's a devil's bargain. Who knows just what you'll get, but still you sign the dotted line, a promise I will keep. Rewards of wealth and print so fine are yours yet to reap. See this? And this is how they do it. You sign the dotted line on anything, any contract that you sign. You're signing away your rights, so you better know what you're doing. Okay, so look at this thing. And it wrote it in another language. Yeah. Almost looks like the Joker, right? There's a whole thing about demonic clowns and how clowns are actually from the demonic world. Oh my, this is being promoted, y'all. Discord. And of course, the theme of goats. I mean, goats, really? Why goats? You know, they call your kids kids for a reason because they're goats. And this is the only sane thing I've seen so far. Full body shot of beautiful woman with red and blonde hair living in Avarice. Okay. Award winning photograph. Well, you know. Okay. That's what you want. You know, that's what you get. But this is what people are making. And like I said, some of the things are somewhat benign, but other things are just like, what in the world? What are we witnessing, you know? Apparently this guy, you know, enjoyed this image so much, so he's gone to work on this one. This is how it works. So you create an image, you select one that you want to work on, and then you can just take it even farther. And I don't know how to do any of that. And it's an amazing tool. Look at this. I mean, could you come up with this? I couldn't come up with this. This is crazy. But basically, Dali, you know, the world meets Dali in instantaneous fashion. Fascinating stuff, but at the same time, we've got to be careful with this technology. It's leading us down a path. And as long as we're aware and we maintain, you know, one of our consciousnesses on the side of life and light and the earth, and the other just awareness of this kind of stuff and using it, you know, as our tool to help us in some way, I think we'll be okay. But this whole notion, it's just opening up all kinds of different Pandora boxes, you know. I don't know. I just had to show you guys because it's getting really, really crazy out here. I mean, and most people are not aware of even this. I've been asking people, hey, have you heard about Midjourney? People are like, no, what is that? Well, it's an amazing tool, but at the same time, what are they doing? You know, what kind of stuff is artificial intelligence thinking about us when it creates all of these crazy demonic images and things that just randomly, you know, get sorted through its memory? And it's like, who's putting all of this programming out there to make it do the demonic aspect? Because the person, you know, these people might not add demon in there, but it just throws it in. So that's what I'm saying. All of this hidden aspect of this underworld is connected. It is connected to this whole theme. Anything you do online, anything you do with technology that is connected through copper channels and Wi-Fi channels now, it's all part of the underworld, and it's a direct line to the underworld. Yeah. Daily theme is now avarice. Okay, well, have fun with that, y'all. I'm just, you know, this is the kind of stuff that's promoted. I can't really participate in this, but I just want to raise awareness on it and what's happening. So just another video for you guys to raise your consciousness on this and know how to navigate this world. The main idea is just to, you know, pay attention to the verbiage that's being used. When you can know the absolute meaning of a word and how it's being used, you know, to name a site or to name a process or anything out here, you will then gain the eyes and awareness to know what you can potentially get yourself into. And typically it's some sort of trap. You know, it's going to be on the sleeve, so to say, on the sleeve of the Decepticons to put this out there. So they have to tell us. They tell us through this verbiage that they're using that it's going to be something that's not necessarily in our best interests. So just keep that in mind. And I'll see you guys on the next one.